Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Global travel and tourism was an $8.9 trillion US dollars business in 2019. Moreover, though the COVID-19 pandemic has reduced that number to roughly a quarter of its previous value, all signs point to tourism continuing to grow, expand, and evolve. Every country on Earth has something to offer international visitors, from the pyramids in Egypt to the rainforests of Brazil or the sidewalk cafes of Paris. But which countries attract the most visitors of all? Most of the countries with the highest tourism rates are located in Europe, whose rich history, architecture, and cultural influence make it an appealing destination for many travelers. Today we are going to talk about the 15 most visited countries in the world in 2022. Before starting, support the channel by liking this video and subscribing to this channel for future updates. Number 1. France. Tourism in France directly contributed 79.8 billion euros to gross domestic product, GDP, in 2013, 30% of which comes from international visitors and 70% from domestic tourism spending. The total contribution of travel and tourism represents 9.7% of GDP and supports 2.9 million jobs, 10.9% of employment, in the country. Tourism contributes significantly to the balance of payments. France was visited by 89 million foreign tourists in 2019, the most of any country in the world. Number 2. Spain. Tourism in Spain is a major contributor to national economic life, contributing to about 11.8% of Spain's GDP in 2017. Ever since the 1960s and 1970s, the country has been a popular destination for summer holidays, especially with large numbers of tourists from the United Kingdom, Ireland, Turkey, France, Germany, Italy, the Benelux, and the United States, among others. Accordingly, Spain's foreign tourist industry has grown into the second biggest in the world. Number 3. United States of America. Tourism in the United States is a large industry that serves millions of international and domestic tourists yearly. Foreigners visit the U.S. to see natural wonders, cities, historic landmarks, and entertainment venues. Democratization of travel occurred during the early 20th century when the automobile revolutionized travel. Similarly, air travel revolutionized travel during 1945 to 1969, contributing greatly to tourism in the United States. Purchases of travel and tourism-related goods and services by international visitors traveling in the United States totaled $10.9 billion in February 2013. Number 4. China. Tourism in China is a growing industry that is becoming a significant part of the Chinese economy. The rate of tourism has greatly expanded over the last few decades since the beginning of reform and opening up. China ranked second in the world for travel and tourism's contribution to GDP in 2014, $943.1 billion, and first in the world for travel and tourism's contribution to employment, 66,086,000 jobs in 2014. Tourism, based on direct, indirect, and induced impact, accounted for 9.3% of China's GDP in 2013. In 2017, the total contributions of China's travel and tourism sector made up 11% of its GDP. In 2018, the domestic tourism sector contributed around $1.47 trillion to the nation's GDP. Number 5. Italy. Tourism in Italy is one of the economic sectors of the country. With 65 million tourists per year, 2019, according to ISTAT, Italy is the fifth most visited country in international tourism arrivals, but the second after Spain in terms of nights spent in hotels, with 227 million foreign visitor nights spent and a total of 436.7 million nights. According to 2018 estimates by the Bank of Italy, the tourism sector directly generates more than 5% of the national GDP, 13% when also considering the indirectly generated GDP, and represents over 6% of the employed. Number 6. Turkey. Tourism in Turkey is focused largely on a variety of historical sites, and on seaside resorts along its Aegean and the Mediterranean Sea coasts. Turkey has also become a popular destination for culture, spas, and healthcare. At its height in 2019, Turkey attracted around 51 million foreign tourists, ranking as the sixth most popular tourist destination in the world. The total number fluctuated between around 41 million in 2015 and around 30 million in 2016. However, recovery began in 2017, with the number of foreign visitors increasing to 37.9 million, and in 2018 to 46.1 million visitors. Number 7. Mexico. Tourism in Mexico is a very important industry. Since the 1960s, it has been heavily promoted by the Mexican government as an industry without smokestacks. Mexico has traditionally been among the most visited countries in the world according to the World Tourism Organization, and it is the second most visited country in the Americas, after the United States. In 2017, Mexico was ranked as the sixth most visited country in the world for tourism activities. Number 8. Thailand. Tourism is an economic contributor to the Kingdom of Thailand. Estimates of tourism revenue directly contributing to the GDP of 12 trillion baht range from 1 trillion baht, 2013, to 2.53 trillion baht, 2016, the equivalent of 9% to 17.7% of GDP. When including indirect travel and tourism receipts, the 2014 total is estimated to be the equivalent of 19.3%, 2.3 trillion baht, of Thailand's GDP. The actual contribution of tourism to GDP is lower than these percentages because GDP is measured in value added, not revenue. The value added to Thailand's tourism industry is not known. Value added is revenue fewer purchases of inputs. According to the Secretary General of the Office of the National Economic and Social Development Council in 2019, the government projects that the tourism sector will account for 30% of GDP by 2030, up from 20% in 2019. Number 9. Germany. Germany is the 8th most visited country in the world, with a total of 407.26 million overnights during 2012. This number includes 68.83 million nights by foreign visitors, the majority of foreign tourists in 2009 coming from the Netherlands, the United Kingdom, and Switzerland, see table. Additionally, more than 30% of Germans spend their holiday in their own country. According to Travel and Tourism Competitiveness Reports, Germany is ranked 3 out of 136 countries in the 2017 report and is rated as one of the safest travel destinations worldwide. Number 10. United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is the world's 10th biggest tourist destination, with over 39 million visitors in 2019, contributing a total of £234 billion to the GDP. £23.1 billion was spent in the UK by foreign tourists in 2017. Visit Britain data shows that the USA remains the most valuable inbound market, with American visitors spending £2.1 billion in 2010. Nevertheless, the number of travelers originating from Europe is much larger than those traveling from North America, 21.5 million compared to 3.5 million American/Canadian visitors. After a 7-year rise to 41.08 million in 2017, tourism to the United Kingdom flatlined in 2018, 40.28 million, and 2019, 40.86 million, before the COVID pandemic hit, 11.1 million in 2020 and 6.19 million in 2021. Number 11. Japan. Japan attracted 31.19 million international tourists in 2018. Japan has 21 World Heritage Sites, including Himeji Castle, historic monuments of ancient Kyoto and Nara. Popular foreigner attractions include Tokyo and Hiroshima, Mount Fuji, ski resorts such as Niseko and Hokkaido, Okinawa, riding the Shinkansen and taking advantage of Japan's hotel and hot spring network. The 2017 Travel and Tourism Competitiveness Report ranked Japan 4th out of 141 countries overall, which was the highest in Asia. Number 12. Australia. Tourism in Australia is an important part of the Australian economy and comprises domestic and international visitors. In the financial year 2018-19, tourism was Australia's 4th largest export and over the previous decade was growing faster than national GDP growth. At the time it represented 3.1% of Australia's GDP, contributing 60.8 billion Australian dollars to the national economy. Number 13. Greece. Tourism in Greece has been a key element of the economic activity in the country and is one of the country's most important sectors. Greece has been a major tourist destination and attraction in Europe since the 1970s for its rich culture and history, which is reflected in large part by its 18 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, among the most in Europe and the world, as well as for its long coastline, many islands, and beaches. The Egremnoi sand beach on the Greek island of Lefkada, noted for its blue crystal waters, is a popular tourist destination. Greece attracted as many as 31.3 million visitors in 2019, up from 24 million in 2015, making Greece one of the most visited countries in Europe and the world, and contributing to approximately 25% of the nation's gross domestic product. Number 14. Malaysia. Malaysia was once ranked 9th in the world for tourist arrivals. The Travel and Tourism Competitiveness Report 2017 ranks Malaysia 25th out of 141 countries overall. In an effort to diversify the economy and make Malaysia's economy less dependent on exports, the government pushed to increase tourism in Malaysia. As a result, tourism has become Malaysia's third largest source of foreign exchange income and accounted for 7% of Malaysia's economy as of 2005. Number 15. Portugal. Tourism in Portugal serves millions of international and domestic tourists. Tourists visit to see cities and historic landmarks and enjoy beaches or religious sites. As of 2019, Portugal had 27 million visitors. The most popular destinations were Lisbon, Porto, the Algarve, the Portuguese Riviera, Madeira, Sintra, Abidos, and Fatima. The most popular with internationals were Lisbon, the Algarve, and northern Portugal. National tourists prefer northern Portugal, followed by central Portugal and the Algarve. So guys, what country do you want to visit next? Comment your opinion and let me know what topic you want to see in the next video. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.